March 1990, which is a local derby between Grimsby Town and Lincoln City. Lincoln City 5th in the table today, Grimsby Town 2nd, and up here we have got two Radio Humberside supporters. One is Dave Burns and the other is Mike Fennell, and Dave is a Grimsby Town supporter. And Dave, how do you see today's games going?
I think it's going to be very tight, Rolly. Lincoln, a bit of a strange away record, played 18 games. I think they've won 6, drawn 6 and lost 6, but they've conceded the least number of goals in the 4th division away from home, and also scored the least number of goals in the 4th division away from home. So I think it's going to be very tight, but and Town are going to have to work hard to break them down, but let's hope they can do that today.
And with me is the Lincoln City supporter, Mike Fennell, and what do you think from Lincoln's side?
Well, Lincoln, of course, one of the early season front runners. They had a sticky patch mid-season, came good in February, and things have all fallen apart slightly in recent weeks. They lost a point at home to Chesterfield with a last-minute goal, and at Maidstone last week against Maidstone, they dropped all 3 points with a late winner. They're looking to come good here this afternoon. They desperately need the points, so they're to stay in touch with those sides in touch for automatic promotion.
With him, that's for sure.
Well, that's a bad back pass. I think it was Lever.
That's right.
And I think John McDermott was back there, but so after 23 minutes, Grimsby Town get the second corner. This time from a different side, but it's still Gilbert with it. Good header down. Reese. Back to Childs, into the box. That was out by Lawman. A great ball. Into the box again. There's a chance. And another one. Well, there was no power in Lever's shot, but there was certainly an opening there, David. I thought there should have been a call in the box. Gilbert turned away from that one. Good tackle, and somebody's hit. That was over the top. Andy Tilson, it's down.
Yeah, there's the game's suddenly boiling up. Mark Lever and Gordon Hobson having a little discussion, but the injury to Andy Tilson looks fairly serious. I don't necessarily feel it was any malice on behalf of the Lincoln player. It's just Andy Tilson. He seemed to get his studs caught in the grass, and his leg went behind him, but he's sitting up. Hopefully it's not too serious.
Well, I'll have to look at that one again. Anyway, we'll...
By manager Alan Buckley, and this is a very sad sight for Town indeed. Andy Tilson being stretchered off the field to add to the Sean Cunnington injury. This is a big blow for Town, but thankfully Gary Birtles can drop back, and be interesting to see what young Roger Willis can do up front. He's got a bit of pace, he's got a bit of skill. Let's hope he's got a bit of confidence.
The video before I make any comment on it. Be interesting to have a look. Town are off. Cockrell! Penalty! Penalty! I'll go to Mike. I thought it was a rather foolish tackle by Wallington.
Completely unnecessary, but no doubt about it, it was a penalty.
It's not in yet, you know.
A penalty kick.
Well, John Cockrell is on the pitch now. Dave Gilbert usually takes him.
It's Dave Gilbert's claimed the ball.
Well, that's lovely.
Sign of a confident man.
Well, you see, Dave missed one, and then John took two. I think it was against Stockport County, and I'm pleased Dave's picked the ball up. Now this is ridiculous.
Yeah, gamesmanship, I think, on the part of Lincoln there.
Darren Davis.
Gamesmanship that worked against York City, actually. They missed a penalty after exactly the same interruption.
Well, we're not going to do.
We'll wait for the evidence.
I told you, Mike.
Absolutely.
I think on on the play, Grimsby do deserve to be in the lead.
Yeah, just about. It's not been a sparkling match by any means, but it's suddenly burst to life now. 2 incidents, Andy Tilson being stretchered off, and then straight away, good run by John Cockrell into the box. Very good. He did, because the defender had a yard on him, but Cockrell managed to get there. And then Wallington, no doubt about it in my mind, definitely a penalty.
Yeah, but I thought Mark was a bit hasty because it's back to another 45 minutes where Lincoln has certainly got to come forward in this half. From David Gilbert. Now that was certainly a foul by Tony Rees, and that is most incredible decision I've seen this season.
That's right. I mean, Tony Rees jumped at the man, and I thought it's certainly going to be a Lincoln free kick. Can't quite believe that, but the gods are obviously smiling on us today, Rowley.
Well, Grant Brown and Gordon Hobson just can't believe that decision, and Brown is getting booked for it. It's obviously for something he said, but whatever he said is right. We'll bring Mike into it.
I think he said exactly the same as you, Rowley. Referees are strange people. A bit more vehemently, perhaps.
Well, Grimsby get a bonus out of this one. And I didn't think Mr. Simmons was ever in a bad game up to now, but that was a good header. That was an excellent header from Darren Davis. That was absolutely superb. He knew what he was going to do, and he did it well. Well, what a let-off. That was a great turn by Hobson, and it was a good cross along the box, Dave.
Yeah, it was very dangerous, Rowley. Thankfully, nobody there to just pop across the line, because Steve was a bit surprised by that. I think he couldn't really get to it.
No blame attached to Steve. In fact, it would have been more dangerous, I think, if he'd have got it. Yeah,
fair enough. I accept it wasn't his fault, but he was stranded a bit by the ball across.
And it comes. Smith. Out by Lever. It's not clear yet. Childs, good run. Back to Sherwood. 72 minutes gone. Well, there it is. It's just come on the scoreboard. 11,427, which is easily the best gate of the season. Well, I had my heart in my mouth there, because if that had been on target, I think we could have been in trouble, Mick.
Sorry, Ron, I didn't catch that.
I said if that had been on the target, we could have been in trouble.
Indeed, it's just as well show he didn't push it back into play either, because he would have been in even more trouble.
Anyway, they've got a corner out of it. Now, I think personally he should have done better.
He should have done better. He just pulled it slightly and it drifted wide of the post. But another chance for Lincoln.
It must be true to be said that Steve still hasn't had a shot to save. Rees, to me, he's had a wonderful game. Great ball, Joblin. Well, that was a wonderful ball from Tony Rees, and I would have loved Kevin to slot that one away, because he's playing really great, but unfortunately it wasn't to be, Dave. And I thought Harry was a bit unlucky there.
Yeah, he was, but I think on reflection the linesman was right. Just went a bit too early.
3 minutes remaining. That's the save of the season.
It could certainly be, Rowley. That one could get us promotion.
I'll tell you what, that one's definitely going down, because Steve saw it very, very late through a crowded goal mouth.
That's right, it was...
Tony Rees had a wonderful game up front. Great ball. Gilbert. Harry Willis is there with him. Well, what a ball. Childs. What a save. Give Wallington his due. Marvellous save.
Marvellous save by Wallington. A bit too late, I'm afraid. He should have saved the one when it mattered.